come to you from the Kaveri Hospitals in Chennai, which has installed what they call as oxygen generators, and the hospital has now become 100% self-reliant for its oxygen supply. These generators, they say, take care of the hospital's complete oxygen requirements, be it the ICU, the ventilators, or all other patients. This particularly is significant after the huge oxygen short supply and demand the entire country witnessed in the early May or late April. And joining us now, Dr. Aravindan Selvaraj, the co-founder of this hospital. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. Does this completely replace the requirement or the need for cylinders and liquid oxygen, doctor?
It can replace a hospital of our size, which is a 250-bedded super specialty hospital, normally requires around 60 to 80 D-type oxygen cylinders every day. We cater to high-end surgeries and the critically ill sick patients and all. So we have got 2 oxygen generators. The first one we installed in April, anticipating a severe oxygen shortage during the second wave. This can produce the 60 oxygen D-type cylinders of oxygen every day. And then we have installed another one as well, which can produce 80 cylinders capacity. With this, we have got nearly 140 cylinders capacity produced only by oxygen generators. So this can essentially replace our oxygen cylinders as well as the LMO.
And oxygen from this system is on par with the other medical oxygen, as we call it?
It is. What it does is, the normal atmospheric oxygen has got 21% oxygen in it. This oxygen generator absorbs this oxygen and releases the nitrogen away and purifies up to 93% oxygen. 93% plus or minus the 3% is a good medical grade oxygen. And we have tested our oxygen generator, the oxygen concentration. It produces up to 96% saturation. So it can cater to even high oxygen dependent patients like COVID sick patients who need a very high flow, high concentration of oxygen through the high nasal flow. It can satisfy.
Is it also part of your preparedness for possible third wave?
Yes, as I said, the first oxygen generator we installed anticipating the potential oxygen shortage in the second, during the second wave. Seeing the utility of it, then we went ahead and installed the second generator, which is in June. Now with this, we can, at any point of time, we can handle enough number of patients who are on a high flow and high dependent oxygen. It can.
Right. Doctor, how is the vaccination seen in private hospitals? There is a perception that private hospitals don't show much interest to mobilize large number of people as government hospitals do.
Yes, the true. I find it a bit difficult to accept. This is a pandemic. It's a once in 100-year opportunity for us to serve the people. We cannot be choosy. So, as an institution, we have decided even during the start of the pandemic that we are going to commit ourselves fully to the pandemic management along with the government institutions and government hospitals. Ours is one of the very few private institutions which offers all the 3 vaccines, the Covaxin, Covishield and Sputnik at the government prescribed tariff. We have got a huge demand from the patients. We have vaccinated more than 75,000 patients in Chennai alone, and we'll be reaching even 1 lakh vaccinations very soon. I think it is our moral obligation to serve the people at this point of time.
Are you able to use the 25% government allots you fully?
Fully.
Because the government says private hospitals have so much surplus unused.
Yeah, that's very true. One of the statistics, in fact, even Tamil Nadu health minister commented yesterday, though the 25% of the vaccine is allocated to the private hospital, they are utilizing only 10%. I'm sorry about that. It should not happen. And vaccine is the only thing which is under our control. All the private hospitals should use the 25% full quota in the service of the people.
Right. And lastly, doctor, during this pandemic, there is a perception that private hospitals charge more for COVID treatment, much beyond the government recommended fee structure. How do you respond to that?
Yes, there have been several instances where the charges were not consistent with the government prescribed tariff. It should not happen because, yes, initially there was the private hospitals were not able to predict how much it is going to cost a patient on oxygen, patient on ventilator and all. But now the standards, the treatment is standardized, At this point of time, we can clearly predict how much charge it is going to be per day per patient. I think we should adhere to the government tariff.
And lastly, what are the new innovative measures you have put in place to fight the lack of beds challenge, doctor? Like, I understand you have even roped in hotels.
The second wave, none of the institutions we were ready for facing this much of surge in the patients. The first thing we did was we expanded this emergency that converted into immediate 50-bedded ICU, which can receive this COVID patients who come very sick, who become oxygen dependent. It took us only 4 days to develop that 50-bedded ICU kind of setup close to our emergency. That is for patients who are sick, who are ill, and who needs hospitalization. Whereas most of the other patients, they were assessed at a fever clinic. We engaged one of the nearby hotel where our medical and nursing staff and ambulance were stationed 24 hours with the doctors visiting and the nurses being stationed there. We could manage most of the patients who are symptomatic but not very ill in those hotels which were converted into COVID centers. And in case somebody, the oxygen desaturates, it is just a matter of 2 minutes before they could come to our emergency.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for your
Thank
time.
you.
That was Dr. Aravindan Selvaraj from the Kaveri Hospitals explaining to us about the new oxygen generators in place, which could replace dependence on liquid oxygen or oxygen cylinders, and also how private hospitals are gearing up for any possible third wave. In Chennai, with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find It TV.